welcome to this guitar tutorial for a song called Honest Man by Fat Knight. It's a really cool song. I really enjoyed playing it over the last few days, and I thought I'd share with everyone how what the chords are, and so that you can have some fun with it. So the first chord is, so at the very start of the song, at that slow bit, you play the same chords as I'm going to show you in a while. Play a riff just before you go into the up-tempo part, and it starts with just hitting the top bass string, and then you go up to the 4th fret, and then up to the 7th fret, and then onto the next string down on the 4th fret, and then into the 6th fret, and then back to the 4th fret. So it goes, and then you go into the main part, which is where in the 9th fret you have your middle ring and pinky fingers on the strings 5, 3, and 2. So those sounds are, and then you have your index finger on the 7th fret of the 4th string, which sounds there. So the sounds are. Now how to play it with the rhythm of the song is, I'll just play the 3 chords. I will show you how to play those chords, but how it sort of sounds is, so that just sort of fits with the tempo of the song. So for on that first chord you hit, what I like to do is just pluck the top string and then slap the strings as you sort of hit the bottom ones. Now you don't want that bottom sound to string, so if you can just sort of bring your pinky finger down a little bit to mute it, that works well. So that's how it works. Now you go to this next chord here, which is your on the 7th fret you got your index and your middle finger on the 6th and 4th string. Those are those sounds, and then you're going in the on the 3rd string you're in the 8th fret with your ring finger, and then your pinky finger's in the 9th fret of the 2nd string. So those are the sounds there. So how it goes. Now on that chord I like to go hit the bass string again, and then hit the bass and then pluck strings 2, 3, and 4 really quickly, and then slap the strings. So how that sounds is. And now you come to this chord here, which is, it's a sort of awkward looking shape, but it's not too bad. You've got on the 7th fret on the 5th string your middle finger, and then in the same fret but on the 2nd string your ring finger, and your pinky finger goes on the 3rd string in the 8th fret. So those sounds are, and then your index finger is sitting in the 6th fret of the 4th string. So those are the sounds you should have. So how that fits together is, and then now on that last chord, because it lasts a bit longer, I like to pluck it and then hit the bass string and then strum it and slap at the same time. So how that sounds in slow motion is. And now you want to slide the shape. I'll do that one more time. Now after you hit that bass string there, you want to hit it again and slide up the same shape to the 12th fret, and then just do a quick down, up, down with your, I just use my index finger, but you just want it to be quick and only hit those few strings. So how that sounds together is. And then it loops. So it's a pretty simple chord progression, and they just loop for most of the song. Now there is a part that's slightly different, and here's what it sounds like. I'll play it first and then show you how to do it. So how those chords go is you have this shape here, so it's a pretty common shape in most of my videos. You've got your index finger and your middle finger on the top string and the 2nd string, and then your ring and pinky are in the 6th fret there on the 2 middle strings. So that's the first chord there, and then it's going to drop to this shape here. So you're barring the 4th fret, however you like to do that. Some people would want to do that. I find it easier to go like that, because then I can put more pressure on with my thumb at the back. And again, you're just hitting the top string and then strings 2, 3, and 4. So how that goes is, most I could ever hope to do is follow the model set by you. So this chord here is just a minor 7 shape in the 4th fret. So you're barring the 4th fret, your middle finger's on the 5th fret there, and then you've got your index finger here. So how that fits together is, most I could ever hope to do is follow the model set by you. Now maybe, now you go down where you're barring the 2nd fret. Maybe you So basically what you're doing is, this shape up here, which is the first shape of the verse, is very similar to what you're playing down here, and then you just kind of tag on to the end of it like you would. So how it fits is, most I could ever hope to do is follow the model set by you. Now walk the bass down, so you're on the 7th fret and you go, and then you play it again. Most I could ever hope to be is half of that which you were to me. So those two chords were the same there, so that's the same. Now here, instead of playing the minor 7 shape, you want to make it a dominant 7 shape. So all you're doing is putting your pinky in 1 fret higher on the same string that your middle finger was. They're the strings that you should hear. Then for this part here, you've got maybe wanna be. So it's that same chord that we had before. And then for the second part where it's like, and then it goes back into the chorus. But here you just, basically you want exactly the same shape as before, except you want the open bottom string and your index finger in the 2nd fret of the 5th string, and then you're playing, instead of playing strings 2, 3, and 4, you're playing strings 1, 2, and 3. So you want those open shapes there, with your middle and ring finger are in the 2nd fret on strings 2 and 3. So that's the sound there. So that whole part in its entirety goes, most I could ever hope to do is follow the model set by you. Most I could ever hope to be is half of that which you were to me. Never wanna be, never wanna be, never wanna be an honest man. And then it just goes back to there. Yeah, so that's a summary of the whole song. Hopefully you enjoyed this tutorial, and hopefully it made sense. And thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you want to hear any other songs by Fat Night. And yeah, stay tuned for more tutorials to come.